arrest of a CJNG cartel-affiliated baby trafficker called La Diabla. Her whole money-making operation was centered around luring pregnant women, performing illegal C-sections, harvesting organs, and selling newborn babies. Mr. President, it's your leadership that has made all of this possible. I can tell you, in the midst of this government shutdown, our folks, like everyone around this table, are working 24/7 without pay and eager to get after this because they believe in your leadership and the mission that you have presented to them. Thank you, Mr. President. I'll hand this off to Homeland Security Advisor Stephen Miller.
You said that nuking the filibuster would be taking a wrecking ball to Senate rules. Is that no longer true?
I said I'd be open to reforms.
What would you say to those who say you just changed your mind to win the president's endorsement?
I'd say that's not true.
You also said that if leadership...
I think we're through. Go ahead. Go away.
Thank you.
To ban the sales of assault weapons in Virginia will be voted on today. I come from a generation that has seen mass shooting become all too common, and I know the frustration we all feel when it seems like our government isn't doing anything to stop them besides offering thoughts and prayers. When these weapons of wars were banned in the 90s, mass shooting went down. This bill makes real change, and we will continue to find ways to take weapons of war off our streets, protecting our students and ending the scourge of mass shooting in our society.
Fuck Charles Schumer. He can go fuck himself. Because see, you can't tell black people that something they support is Jim Crow 2.0. You can't tell black folk that something they support to the tune of 71 to 76%, that MSDNC and even CNN had to admit were true because they did their own polling. Black people support having an ID to vote. But y'all want black folk to support not having an ID to vote so that you could give away the House to illegals and to foreigners like you've been doing. So how else would you do that? How else would you influence black folk to once again go against our best interests, like you've been doing for the last 60, 70 years? Well, just code it. Just code the thing they support as something racist. Do like the communists did back in the 1930s, where you tag something, where you call the thing you're trying to get opposed, call it something with a bad smell. So, of course, what do? Jim Crow 2.0. And mind you, black folk, white liberals don't think you're fucking idiots. White liberals think you can't eat. White liberals think that you all are dogs. You don't know how to get an ID. You don't have access to things. That's what they say. That's what white leftists say about you. They say you don't know how to get an ID, you don't have access, you're poor, you're retarded or whatever. Meanwhile, black folk in the hood walking around with a state ID or driver's licenses like it ain't even nothing. Democrats are racists. They've been racist. They are racist. They're the party that enslaved us.
Yep.
But but y'all forgot all about that. All like the whole Dixiecrat thing during the civil rights movement. That was Democrats. Break the spell, folks. Break the spell, and fuck this triangulation on the part of the Democrats to get us to support things for illegals. Yeah, Schumer, go fuck yourself.
I recognize Mr. Mike Howell for 5 minutes for his opening statement.
Members of the subcommittee,
Thank you for the opportunity to testify about the role of NGOs, or non-governmental organizations, in facilitating mass illegal immigration. I currently serve as the executive director of the Oversight Project and previously was at DHS and on Capitol Hill conducting oversight of immigration matters. The United States of America is still reeling from the worst border invasion in its history. This was an invasion that was planned, promoted, encouraged, funded, and sustained by radical elements of the previous administration. But this invasion could not have been accomplished without a colossal partnership with the NGO community. Simply put, the government just did not have the capacity to get this many people in and around the country without the support of the nonprofits. And to that end, they gave them almost $6 billion to a conglomerate of UN agencies and over 200 NGOs to do just that, according to statistics from the Center for Immigration Studies. The result was that Border Patrol became a daycare. They became Uber drivers just to shuttle illegals to the nonprofits to get them around the country. Now, the Oversight Project has led the way in exposing what I call this border industrial complex. In December of 2022, we did the first of its kind study where we tracked illegal aliens by their cell phones as they went through these nonprofits at the border. In just a 1 month period, in tracking 30,000 devices, so a very small subset of the 10 million that Biden had crossed the border, we found out that the illegals went to nearly every single congressional district in the United States. We proved that every town was indeed a border town.
All right. Here we are on the Killer Carl podcast. We've got the one and only Tim Skillet, James from Empty Pockets podcast in the house, and Empty Pockets Garage here on YouTube, and the one and only Big Tony Speaks. Well, there's a lot there to unpack, I guess, guys, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you bet.
It's funny because it all kind of interweaves. When I try to put the cold opens together, as I'm doing it, I'm trying to find clips and videos that we can interweave together. But I think the most important thing right now that needs to be done is the SAVE Act. And for some reason, the Republicans, John Thune has no will to pass the SAVE Act or to put it on the
working
floor.
Against it.
Oh, absolutely. He's working against it. And, and I'll just go back to previous comments I've made on my previous podcast. I don't think the Republicans want control. I don't think the Republicans want to maintain the majority in the House or the Senate. They don't want to put the SAVE Act on the floor, and they don't want to nuke the filibuster, because if they do, they're accountable to the people. They're accountable to then having to push through things that Trump wants, right? Things that are actually going to make the country a better place to live.
Well, it's amazing. I mean, your NGO opening absolutely proves what the 10 million illegal aliens were for. Going to swing states, expanding congressional seats in those swing states, and the swing states like Springfield, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. I mean, do they have the infrastructure? Do they need the illegal aliens? No, they don't. They had to creatively find jobs for them, right? Where white workers weren't even allowed to apply for those jobs. Okay, we're not. The Democrat America is not the America that we grew up in and have benefited from it for the last 50 years.
Well, they don't want it to be.
Yeah, the Democrat America is racist. It's against the white man. Okay, and they're taking over power, and they're going to keep power. It's a planned power.
I've said it 1,000 times. If I've said it once, when the Democrats, they get on TV or whatever, and they talk about our democracy, they're not talking about democracy.
Yeah.
They're talking about democratic power. They're talking about their democratic power. That's why they say our every time. Every time they say our democracy. And you will hear it 50,000 times, a day, when they you see the hearings and whatnot. You see the goings on in the House and the Senate on like C-SPAN or whatever. You'll hear it 50,000 times. You'll hear it when they go onto the news programs, and they constantly talk about our democracy. Our democracy. It's democratic power. It is power that they want. Okay, and well, that falls right into their plan to try to quote create the quote communist utopia, and that's what they want to do. They want to destroy the United States and quote build it back better as a communist utopia. You will own nothing and be happy. You will live in the pods and you will eat the bugs.
You will eat the bugs.
I mean,
well, and you can just look at their communist utopia. Just take a trip to California, right? Take a trip to California. Matter of fact, there's a story on the Gateway Pundit. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Yeah, Newsom's in the hot seat again.
There's a story on the Gateway Pundit where a woman, a homeless activist, right? Someone that goes out and actually helps the homeless, went out to help in, I believe it was San Francisco or one of these places, went out to feed the homeless. She got beat with a pipe, knocked her teeth out, cracked her skull. She's in the hospital. She's got a young daughter. Right. And here we are talking about a homeless, like a utopia. You can look at California, exactly what happened to that woman. You can look at New York City. What's going on in New York City right now?
Yeah.
It's a complete, utter disaster.
Two 18-year-olds come down from Pennsylvania to throw an explosive device.
IED.
An IED full of nails. Full of nails that didn't work, thank God.
Yep.
18 years old. In California, a family suing the state of California for $40 million because their husband, a doctor or in the medical field, was charging his EV, spending 20 minutes at a charge of his EV. A homeless person stabs him to death, stabs him while he's charging his EV. The emergency vehicle gets there to try to render aid to the person, and another homeless steals the ambulance and drives away with all the medical equipment. They're holding their penises in their hands, and the guy dies on the ground right in front of them. That's California.
Oh, you gotta love it, man.
California wouldn't say penis; they'd say dick.
I mean, absolutely love it.
And it all starts with cashless bails, illegals, homelessness. There's no housing, the fires. It's just one big mess. And Newsom's going to be the president of the United States in 28 because they're going to rig it.
Well, and that's where the SAVE Act comes in, and that's where the lack of, well, you see, what happened in Georgia, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are downplaying this.
I'm not.
That, to me, the fact that it's not two Republicans in a runoff in Georgia, to me, sends red alarms in my head right away that there's a Democrat that they were able to drag out, what was it? He got, technically, if you want to be technical, he got 38% of the vote, maybe a little bit more, right? In a strong red district.
And it's weird because a Republican can vote in a Democrat primary and a Democrat can vote for the Republican primary. It's weird in Georgia. They do have the weird. You would think that the people would be up in arms.
Yeah, they call it what was it?
Jungle primary.
Yeah, jungle primaries. Yeah.
You would think they'd be up in arms.
Well,
where's the outrage?
That sounds racist. I'm just saying.
Where's the outrage? Where is the outrage?
I just gave you my outrage.
Well, and that's the thing. You know, to me, as soon as I was podcasting last night, trying to iron out everything and trying to get everything running smooth and figure all this out, because this is all still new to me, you know, with the Restream platform and everything. And it popped up, and I'm just like, really? Like, it's a very red district, and you have a Democrat, the socialist Democrat, by the way, a psycho, right? And you have a Republican, and I'm like, man, if this doesn't wake people up, for the midterms, we can't get out our base. And I know there's a lot of people out there that think this Iran war thing is a good thing. I just don't think it's good. We got oil back up to $93 a barrel, maybe a little higher, right? It should be coming down, right? It should be coming down right now. Mm-hmm. Technically, because we have countries opening up their strategic oil reserves, right, and to bring more flow in. But it's not about that. It's about speculation, and the speculation that this war is going to drag on, and that the speculation of the Straits of Hormuz being shut down. That's what it's about. You see, we can bomb the shit out of Iran all we want. The reality of the factor is that radical Islam, is an ideology that we would have to kill every single one of them on the planet Earth in order to eradicate it. But they breed like farm animals. They're outbreeding us.
Okay, it sounds like you just challenged me.
Go ahead.
Breeding?
No,
breed?
No, the first part of that. To eradicate the Earth from this mind virus.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you see it. You see it, you know.
I want to eradicate the United States of Muslims.
Yes.
Right.
And what did the FBI release today? What did they release today? They warned California, the police department, that
the drones,
they are subject to being attacked by Iranian drones. Think about that. American soil. I don't think it's going to happen. No, I'm not saying it's going to happen.
I am not so much afraid. I'm not so much worried about drones being striking California. I don't think that's going to happen. You know,
well, I was kind of hoping for it.
However, I'm
not, because that would send the economy straight down the shitter, dude.
However, here in the United States, we now have 18,000 plus known. I'm going to say it again: known terrorists inside the United States currently. Now think about, you know, the majority of your terrorists are what? They're what?
They're Muslim.
Exactly. So you think that they are
in college when I'm.
I hear you. Yeah, you think that they're going to just sit on their hands after we have not only killed their supreme leader, but his successor and his successor, and probably going to kill the successor that was just installed. You know,
short time.
You really think they're going to sit on their hands and do nothing?
His middle name is Short Time.
I say right. I say you know, expect gradually escalating terrorist attacks for the time being, at least.
I'm expecting that from
at
the
least,
Democrats.
in my opinion, at least until we get all these Muslims out of our country.
Well, you know what's going to happen. Look at what happened in New York. Classic example. People are saying that no terrorist attacks happened on the United States soil since this war started. They're lying to you.
Bullshit.
The black guy from what was he in? Was he in Texas? The guy in Texas.
Yeah, the guy in
shot a bunch of people at a bar.
Austin. Yep.
Austin. Right.
There's one.
These two kids.
Right.
In New York City. Attacking
New York City.
And they haven't said what's in a storage facility yet.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, what state did they drive from?
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Oh, were they your neighbors?
No, they weren't my neighbors. I think they were from Bucks County, actually, which is
Yeah,
$2.5 million house.
yep, 45 minutes
Oh, that
away.
is right. We talked about
I,
that.
can't
I
remember the
guarantee you they drove down in a BMW too. Guarantee.
We covered
Absolutely.
this story. We covered the story on
Did you
Panic
see
at
the
Rehab.
house?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh my lord! I would kill for
What
a
a
house like that.
dumbass
Yeah.
kids.
They tried.
Well, and the thing is that's not just something that happens overnight.
No.
People have to realize that this that radical jihad, that's a process. That's a form of brainwashing.
Yeah,
Right? You see, it's done from birth in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Iran, right? It's done from birth. They're in Palestine. They're all born and educated every day of their life that the West is the enemy, the Jew is the enemy.
These kids in New York, they said that their radicalization began on the internet, and then both of them traveled abroad. And guess where they went? One of them,
Pakistan?
hang on, no. One of them went to Turkey, a hotbed of terrorism, and then from there went to where? Iran.
Oh, of course.
Well,
Well, you
And-
see, and that's just to give you a heads up. Israel's already talking Turkey's the next target.
Hey, I didn't know we was going to have a quiz tonight. So
And they,
Pop quiz.
the other one, guess where he went? Afghanistan.
Afghanistan, of course.
yeah.
And they went there, they got trained, they got radicalized even more, even further, and then they came back. And then the next thing you know, they're doing a terrorist attack on.
And the New Yorkers, the New York policemen, God bless them, were still too scared to pull out a gun and shoot
And
the
shoot
guy
him.
when he was trying to light it on fire, whatever that was he was trying to light on fire.
That was
Yeah, they
one of
tried
the
to- they-
devices.
They were all standing there staring at him, and not one was pulling their weapon out and shooting him. Which,
Well-
hey guys, and you're in New York City, and there's millions of people there, and you're going to light something on fire in the middle of the day during a protest, expect to be shot. Expect it.
Well, you should, but apparently now you don't need to expect to be shot. Because here's the thing. The mainstream media, when it first was reported, it was he lit a smoke bomb. That's what you heard. He lit a
How
smoke
would they
bomb.
know that? How would you
Yeah,
know that?
They don't know it. And
Right.
then the narrative went to they threw it outside of Mandani's house. The furthest thing from the truth. Furthest thing from the truth. Actually, I spoke with Jake Lang today.
Awesome.
I was going to have him on Saturday, but he got possibly bumped as long as Heather shows up.
Oh, she'll be there.
Should we? Dave? What a great opportunity.
So we'll have Heather on instead, and I'll try to reschedule Jake for next weekend. I wanted him to come on because I honestly wanted him to share his side of the story.
I
He was
can give
there.
you. I can give you his interview real quick. I seen that and I said, "Oh my God, it's time for me to go." Poof.
Well,
Yeah, right.
I'll let you know one thing. This Iran, okay, everybody thought Iran was big and tough, and here we are just taking them to task. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Guess what people are going to realize? They can go to DC and protest and probably take it over pretty quick.
Well,
everybody's
and where's
scared
the
to death.
uprising? Where's the uprising of the people in Iran? There isn't one.
Well, they've already lost 30,000 people.
There isn't
their
one.
relatives had to pay for the bullets that they put in their head of the protester.
There's no, but
Their
we've pummeled them.
regime, their
We've
regime
pummeled
is
them.
crazy.
We
Crazy.
pummeled them though, Skillet. We've pummeled them. They know now the Americans in Israel are there. Where's the uprising? I'll tell you where the uprising is. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Do
After
tell.
Operation Midnight Hammer, Bibi thought he was going to be able to talk Trump into continuing a bombing campaign. And then Trump came out and said, no, we obliterate everything. So as soon as the Mossad and Netanyahu realized that there was a small swell of people upset over the financial situation. Gee, I wonder how that was caused. They decided they were going to do what America has done and Israel has done in the past. They were going to send in agitators to stir up an uprising in Israel, and it's going to come out. Just wait, it's going to come out. To stir up the population so that you could have that disgusting human being, Lindsey Graham, go to President Trump and go, now's the time, President Trump. Look, they're uprising. People want freedom. That's exactly what happened. We did it in Libya, and we've done it all over the world to infiltrate regime change. And that's exactly what Bibi and Mossad did. They swelled the uprising in Iran to try to convince Trump and the American people that the Iranian people wanted freedom.
Right.
And here we are. And again, I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. I know you disagree with me, Big Tony. I really don't see the immediate benefit. Maybe I will someday. I don't see it. I see $1 billion a day, possibly more, taxpayer money every single day.
A lot more.
I see oil prices going up. I see the midterms are right around the corner. Inflation numbers for March are going to be horrible. You know it. They're going to be up 3-4%. You know it. And you know that these gas prices, they're just going to drag on. You know why? Even when oil comes down, you know how long it took here in Pennsylvania for oil to drop, for gas to drop? It just started dropping recently. Although oil has been, $55, $60 a barrel? We really just started seeing it. As soon as the oil price spiked per barrel, gas prices shot right back up. I literally saw a gas station that's charging $3.99 a gallon for regular. That's nuts.
Right.
That's nuts. And I know you're going to say, well, you got a 50-cent gas tax, Carl, in Pennsylvania. I know I do.
Yeah, but we all have a gas tax. That it's price gouging. They since the price of oil or barrels of oil being sold went to the stock market as futures. Our gas prices, you know, I don't. A lot of you guys, I don't know. One of my first jobs was at a gas station. The price on the sign stayed the same damn price until the next load, when we found out how much we had to pay for the next load of fuel. It didn't change every single frickin' day like it does now, or every 4 or 5 hours.
Right.
So it is an excuse to price gouge. That's all it is.
Yep. You're right.
It should be illegal, to be honest with you.
It
should be illegal.
There's a lot of things that should be illegal, but it's not.
Artificially inflate the price. I get it. Gas stations, you know, you're in business to make a profit. You make very little off of gas. I get it. Most of it's made from the convenience store, selling hookahs and CBD oil and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Average gas station makes
lot of lamps.
They make 2% off the sell of gas. You know what I'm saying? That's why so many of them went to these little, you know, mini mart type deals at these gas stations like Speedway and all them, because 2% on the price of gas ain't a whole lot, considering the hassle it takes to get fuel delivered to you. So
in Florida, the gas stations have a little area in the back past the sodas where it's a gambling center, man. They have like neighborhood gambling.
They have that here too.
It's amazing. They got a little table, the computers, the chairs.
It's
Some
funny,
little ladies come in there.
Mine's got a weed store in the back of it.
Of course.
That's the corner stores around here, the bodegas. You go in and you buy some candy for $10 and you get a dime bag of weed. That's the way it works around here.
All right.
Like nobody knows what's going on. The thing is at this point, I'll be honest, in Pennsylvania, just legalize the weed. I can drive right over to Jersey and just go buy it.
It's
Legalize
legal
it,
here.
tax it, whatever, man. You know, I don't really care. As long as kids aren't doing it.
Other than the Haitian problem, Ohio's becoming a pretty cool state to live in, because, you know, we have constitutional carry, we have stand your ground laws, Weed is legal. I mean,
the president was just there today.
You know what I'm saying? Ohio's becoming a kind of a hangout kind of place.
Yeah. I think I'm going to stick with Florida.
Yeah,
Just got to get rid of those
yeah. Oh, Florida's so nice. Oh, it's all I hear about is Florida. I know Florida's nice. I used to live there. I get it.
Oh,
you
wait
kill
till
me,
August.
You hit me right
Wait
here
till
in the heart,
August, Skillet.
Right.
I didn't
That's
mean
all right.
to. Here,
That's
let
what
me throw a dart in that heart there, killer. Here you go.
By the way,
Yeah.
James, your Haitian issue is supposed to be here soon, coming in front of the Supreme. So.
Oh, wait. But
Yeah.
a judge, another judge will have a hearing and they just potentate themselves into a decision. It's amazing.
Once
We
the
are the
Supreme Court makes the
Willy
decision,
Millies of the world now.
Well, and it's because we as the American citizens have allowed this to happen. We really have. We've
yeah, it's our fault.
we've sat back and allowed our corrupt politicians time and time again to lie to our face, turn around and do the total opposite of what they said they would do. And then 4 years later, or 6 years, they come back to us and they lie to our face again, ask us for donations, and we give it to them and we vote for them. So we only have ourselves to blame. We allowed this to happen to our country. We allowed the Mitch McConnells, yes, Mitch McConnells, and yes, and Spermberger. And I mean, look at what's going on in Virginia. You are about ready to lose your Second Amendment rights. What is wrong with you people?
2033.
In Virginia.
You know what she said today? She goes, this redistricting is only temporary.
Nothing's temporary.
Nothing's temporary.
Like, nothing. You know what? Income tax was supposed to be temporary. Remember that federal income tax was supposed to be temporary. Yeah, how'd that work out? It never does.
Well,
just like the subsidies for Obamacare, that was all supposed to be temporary too. Just during COVID.
Temporary.
Yep, it's the Democrats and even some of these piece of shit Republicans.
They just lie. In Orlando today, they just announced that they're closing 5 elementary schools. Guys, do you think everybody and their brother are moving to Florida?
Yes.
I mean, really, they've talked about it. We're 20 million population. Why in Orange County, a very small county compared to the rest of the bigger counties, right? We're closing 5 elementary schools. Think about the building. They're brand new schools, brand new buildings, all the infrastructure that's inside it, the teachers, the union, the school buses, the
government like to burn through our tax money.
They're closing 5 elementary schools, and they're saying, well, the children aren't coming to our schools because the teachers union has screwed it up so bad. And the parents are homeschooling or sending the kids to a private school.
Skillet.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you, watch those schools. I'm here to tell you, they're getting ready to be owned by the Muslims and become Muslim indoctrination centers. And I'm not joking. I am not joking even in the slightest.
Well, you know, I mean, look at the issue that's going on in Georgia with Muslims. We have the issue going on here in Pennsylvania with Muslims. I don't know what it's like in Florida, but look at Texas. People have no idea.
Yeah,
it's in Florida. It's just like Texas.
Yeah, you have no idea.
They take over the closed schools.
Yep, that's exactly what they're doing.
Oh, what a way to! I'm thinking about running for Congress. What a way to run on Congress, right there.
They're grabbing up closed schools. You know, they're lobbying, putting pressure on the local governments and everything. They're grabbing up the closed schools. They're grabbing up closed churches.
Well, if you think about it, it's ingenious, right?
Yeah.
Right. You bring your community in. You do it. And you do it as in you're saving the community, right? This is an empty school. We're going to purchase it or lease it or rent it.
Yeah.
We're going to turn it into a Muslim daycare, a Muslim school.
Don't you have a lot of Somalians in Florida?
Hmm?
That, don't you have a lot of Somalians in Florida?
Yeah, we have a lot of everything.
But I mean, in like Somalia, like
Mostly Haitians.
or is it Haitian? Okay, Haitian. Yeah, Haitian not so much. But if you have a Somalian in population, they are Muslim, just like
Oh yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken,
Wow, that's something to look into. Thank you, Big Tony.
the so-called national religion of Haiti just became Islam.
Oh yeah.
great.
Oh great. Oh.
Fantastic.
There you go, James. You're gonna have witch doctors.
You guys,
crazy Haitians.
You guys know I got a hard on for these Muslims. You know I'm gonna know all this stuff. Okay.
I just didn't even think of that angle. I
want
just
these
did
people
not think
out of
that
here.
angle. Yeah.
But I've been watching closely what they're doing, and what they're doing in Texas. It's almost being mirrored in Florida, and just about everywhere else as well.
And they go right into
Tony, the
politics.
Haitians have been buying up old churches around here.
Exactly.
They're going to convert them into mosques. I mean, the funny thing is around here,
they are taking over our country. Yeah. I keep telling y'all that. I mean, nobody wants to believe me.
I believe you.
Over our country.
I feel screwed. I feel screwed.
I believe you.
I've been saying this forever. That's one of the reasons I had Alex Duncan originally on my podcast and my radio show, right? Because the fact of, I see it here in Pennsylvania. The only difference is they're not taking over schools; they're building new ones. Yeah. Right. And they're taking over neighborhoods. And the way this works is, and you heard it on John's today. I forget the lady. Maybe it was Sally Grubbs or one of them, or no, the senator was talking about how.
Oh yeah.
How they self-fund themselves, right? So what'll happen
they
is
have their
you'll
own economy.
They move into Georgia. They didn't come from Georgia. They moved into Georgia.
What happens is you have like a organization like CARE or one of those organizations, and they'll come
CARE
in.
is the organization to be watching.
Yeah, they'll come in, and they will finance a community, right? So let's say you're a Muslim from Bangladesh, because we have a lot of people from Bangladesh around here, lots of them. Syria, Bangladesh, and believe it or not, Iran, right? Yep. So they'll come here, and if you're a Muslim, they'll give you interest-free financing, right? For a little bit, they'll get you set up in a business, right? And you
by the way, no taxes.
Yep, you pay into the church, right? So that's how they make their money. So you're donating into the church, right? And so that way it's, what is it? What when you donate to a church and you give, you don't have to report it. It's tax free, right? So there you go. So they're circulating that money back into the church through tithing, and then they're financing the organizations out from that, right? So
do you all know that?
You guys may not remember me talking about this. I told you guys I knew some Egyptian Muslims, and that's what they did. They every week when they went to their mosques or whatever, they put in money like what we think would be tithing to take care of the bills and the stuff for the church. But no, they pay a certain amount in, and then when somebody wants to start a business, they go to the mosque and they apply for the zero debt loan, zero interest loan from the mosque. Mm-hmm. So it is their own economy. I was saying that it's probably 6-7 months ago.
Yeah.
Do you all realize that CARE, the organization we're talking about, has a super PAC, not just a PAC, a super PAC. Okay. Think about that. Okay. Yeah. And then think about what the things I've been saying about what they're doing, to take over this country. They are serious, and they're actually, their plan, I've been telling y'all, their plan was by 2050 they will have taken over. Now they're actually ahead of schedule.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, I'll tell you, if you want to know if you're
greedy.
Yeah. If you want to know if your town's being invaded by Muslims, you'll start to see the halal places pop up left and right. They're almost like the Chipotle of Muslims, right? I have them popping up left and right. They've been popping up all over the place, right?
Yeah, they
And what
started
happens is you have CARE, or the Muslim Church finances these businesses. The people move here. They're taking over neighborhoods. They're literally taking over neighborhoods, even in the hood. Right? You go down into the hood. They take over the hood. They live in them, and then they rent them out, and they move to a more suburban neighborhood, right? And they capture that neighborhood, and they're encouraging these people to get involved in politics, school board, city councils, left and right, while we, the actual hardworking American citizens that should be getting involved in these things, we're allowing our country to be taken over from small municipalities.
And what's the excuse that we're allowing it? Do you know?
Laziness.
No, what is the
It's
excuse?
laziness, but it's diversity.
No, freedom of what? Religion.
Our religion, yeah.
But I
Yeah,
can
remember,
I can show you over and over video of imams. Islam is not a religion. In fact, two
It's a
videos.
cult. It's more like a cult.
Go on my channel, count 2 videos back, and there is a video sitting there that shows an imam saying Islam is not a religion. It is a governance.
Well, of course it is.
No,
we
it's
see
not.
it.
Right, exactly. It is not a religion, but yet they tout it as a religion, and that's how they're keeping from being banned. Is our freedom of religion, our freedom of religion. Well, you don't have any because you don't have a religion.
Well, that's like that's what I never understood about Mormons or Scientologists. It's because it's
Scientology is actually recognized as a religion. So is the Church of Satan, by the way.
A religion. They believe in space aliens, dude.
But they are legally, by law, by the federal government, they are recognized as a religion.
Okay.
It took them years to get that, but they did. And the same with the Church of Satan.
I'm a nice guy. I try to, go along to get along, right? So I thought I'd try this Islam thing out, right? I tried it out for just a little bit.
I could see you as an imam.
I got kicked out. I got kicked out because when you had to get down on that rug on your knees to bow and pray, I couldn't get my ass back up, so they kicked me out of Islam.
I heard it when you took your boots off to wash your feet, man. Everybody ran out of that damn restroom, man.
I heard he tried to get with his friend's wife, but
that's very hateful. Tony's more right than you are. Skillet, that was very hateful.
Oh,
very hateful. That is.
They saw.
I thought you were better than that.
I have the ugliest feet known to man.
We don't need to see them.
My toes, you can hang from a tree upside down with my toes. Let me tell you.
My feet are fine. They're just a little swollen.
Oh God,
they are swollen. You want me to? You've seen them?
No, we don't want to see them. No.
Rub some. What's the oil? The fish oil on there.
Frankincense and myrrh. Yeah. Rub some frankincense and myrrh on there.
Yeah, heat that fish oil up. Rub it on there.
Let me take a minute just to recognize Iron Bean Coffee Company. Listen, if you are looking for some amazing coffee, right? It's the best coffee on the planet. You see it's right behind Big Tony there. Iron Bean Coffee. You go there today. You get ironbeancoffee.com, ironbeancoffee.com. Listen, it's the best coffee on the planet. I like the drink from your enemy skull. The name's cool, and it tastes great, right? So you can't beat it. The Fierce is double the caffeine, right? So if you're like me and you need to constantly pep yourself up with caffeine because you barely sleep, well, here you go. Iron Bean Coffee, get the Fierce coffee, and you're going to love it. ironbeancoffee.com, ironbeancoffee.com. And let's not forget about Meraki Medicinal Methylene Blue. I love this stuff. Gives you mental clarity. I've noticed I have not been sick since I've been taking it. Right, Jacob will be on tomorrow. We'll talk a little more about that. I also want to talk about tomorrow the CIA documents that were released from the Soviets.
Yeah.
That they knew the cure for cancer for 60 freaking years, man. 60 years.
I don't believe that.
I do believe that.
Oh,
I do.
No, there are actual cures for certain types of
Yeah.
cancer, not all cancer. Certain types of there are cures, but they haven't been approved by the FDA.
I do believe that. I do
If-
believe
if
that.
they
Why?
could just
Because
come
they
up with a cure for being an asshole. That's what I'm looking for.
James will send me to there.
By the way,
Jesus.
Carl. By the
Yes.
way, Carl, I will soon have a skull to drink my coffee from.
Oh, nice. Is it a Haitian
No,
skull?
I mean,
Muslim?
if Russia cured
It's a
cancer,
shrunken head, but it's still a skull.
if Russia cured cancer, there'd be a line 10 million long.
No,
going
you see,
in
you
that
got to
country.
understand. You got to read the actual papers.
Yep.
Cancer cells are much like parasites in ways. The way they react to, say, medicines like ivermectin and stuff like that. And that's what they discovered. You got to realize when medicine is cheap, right? When it's cheap to fix something, the pharmaceutical company has no interest in promoting it or marketing it, right? That's exactly why they wanted nothing to do with hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin during COVID.
And
Because they already think about this, Skillet. They already had the vaccines prepared.
Yeah, and they won't tell us how much they made during COVID. Nobody will
course not.
release the real numbers of the zillions that they made.
Of course not. How
Right.
much kickback did Fauci get? He's still getting a government pension, and he lied to all of us.
All of us.
And was part of creating the Chinese bioweapon that was dropped on us. And that's one of my biggest problems too with this situation in Iran. I wish we'd be a little more focused on China. And I know people are going to say we're hurting China. We're not. They're supplementing their oil from Russia. They're sitting back and they're watching us deploy all these weapons and military assets and just deplete ourselves. Because remember how much weapons we've sent to Ukraine. We sent a ton of them. And now we're just blasting more and more and more and more.
Well,
Right?
I will say this. The rules of engagement have now changed. Now people will attack us without any notice whatsoever. Right?
Of course.
Because we did it to Iran.
Of course.
You know,
Absolutely.
They did negotiate with them, and the negotiators did tell our negotiators that they're not agreeing to anything, and they're going to go back to start enriching uranium and make bombs. In fact, they're trying to make a bomb as fast as they can. That's what started this whole thing. The negotiators said the quiet part out loud.
I thought we took care of all that with Operation Midnight Hammer. I was told
I know.
that we obliterated everything, right? And I said that there's no way. I said this from the freaking beginning. I wish my Rumble channel was still up, because the day after we went in there,
That's why it's not.
I said, absolutely not. This isn't over. And everybody attacked me. Keg, you weasel. Everybody attacked me, saying, oh, you're a panicking. No, this and that. Listen, I'm not saying that I'm right all the time, because God knows I'm not. But there's just certain things you just know. And you know how BB is, right? He has one thing on his mind, and it was regime change from the beginning. For instance, what did Trump say? Don't hit any of their oil infrastructure. What the hell did Israel do? They started fucking bombing it.
Lit up Tehran's oil reserves.
Right? So that does two things. That takes more oil off the market, right? That creates what? Less supply. Less supply means what? Higher oil prices.
Yeah.
Listen,
Not
even
only
if
that,
we
it also makes them, other countries sympathetic to their issues now.
well,
you know what I
and
mean?
think about this though. We were supposed to go in there, soften the target so that the Iranian people would uprise and take over the government. Wasn't that what we were sold?
They needed to fly in
Wasn't
about
that-
1,000 crates of weapons and
Wasn't
drop
that
them.
what
on
we
the
were
air.
sold?
That's what I said in the beginning of this thing. We don't need to go in and attack. What we need to do is airdrop them some rifles, maybe some
Yeah.
grenades.
That's what we
a
did
bunch,
with
a
the
bunch of
UK.
send
Right
them
at
a
the
bunch of
start of-
ammunition and
right at the start of World War II, we sent all the extra guns we had to the UK.
Yeah, apparently y'all wasn't in the same Jew meetings that I was in. You
do
know,
what?
The Q meetings?
the Jew meetings that I was in.
Q meetings?
Because the Jew meetings I
Did
was
you have
in,
your yarmulke on?
Court
I
and a
I
shrug.
did. I was undercover. Look, here's my yarmulke.
Yarmulke.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
See, now
Hello.
don't I look Jewish now? All right.
Very Jewish.
So in these Jewish meetings, they said, "Well, what do we want to continue to beat up on Iran? How are we going to do this? Well, we're going to convince America that it's in their best interest."
Oh, yes.
And
And that's exactly what they do. Dude, that's my problem with this whole thing. And listen, I love President Trump. Everybody knows I love President Trump. When I say these things, I'm not beating up on President Trump. I am just sounding the alarms, just like I am with this situation in Georgia with a freaking Democrat in a runoff with a Republican in a deep red district.
Well,
Right.
you do realize you do realize that now we have Democrats running as Republicans.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well,
From what? Chicago. From Chicago.
We have
Tiffany.
in North Carolina we have a literal hijab wearing freaking Muslim saying
Republican.
death to America who ran unopposed in the Republican primary, and because they ran unopposed, they won by the rules of elections in North Carolina. They are now in the running for the actual seat.
Yeah.
Wasn't there another
on.
one?
So
Wasn't
this-
there another one from Chicago? It was
Tiffany.
a woman that
Tiffany. the
And
super
Tiffany,
mayor.
yes.
Tiffany,
Yes.
the super mayor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super mayor is now running in Georgia, as a matter of fact.
In Fulton County.
Yep, in
Look,
Fulton County.
Absolutely
we have a
insane.
governor. We have a governor that's that way.
And she's
We have-
running as a Republican.
Republican. And so Tiffany today, because I've been following it, I've been following Tiffany since she was elected because it was too good to be
You're
true.
going to get a restraining order.
No, let me tell you, she
He already has one.
She became mayor of one town, and then became mayor of the next town beside it.
Yep.
Double pay. She paid herself double pay. She was making $350,000 a year and couldn't pay her rent. Couldn't pay her rent. They would tax. They were grabbing property and taxing businesses and wouldn't give them their business license until they got paid off. So that's what's going down. So she left Chicago. She's still under investigation up there, and went to Fulton County, Georgia, and started to run for commissioner.
Yep.
As a Republican.
Republican.
For Fulton County Commission,
And
yes,
she
as a
said
Republican.
today in a podcast, I'm just doing what I got to do to get elected.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And see,
And again,
It's
the
our own
Republicans and the Republicans in Georgia are asleep at the wheel. They're
Oh,
asleep
yeah.
at the wheel. Like, for instance, what's going on with the FBI and these ballots? Where are they? I haven't heard a damn thing about
Not a
these
damn
things.
thing.
You
And they
know,
raided Maricopa.
Not since they came and snatched them. Haven't
Yeah.
heard nothing.
When are we going to
well,
hear
once
something?
again-
if
once
there's
again-
if there's something there, shouldn't we know
Yeah.
by now?
Well, let me tell you,
I would think-
that was brought up in the Jew meeting that I was in. They're waiting right before the midterms. And
Is that what it is? They're going to
yeah.
drop it then?
at least
Midterm surprise.
at least the Jews that were telling me this at the meeting were saying that. So I'm not sure. I can't confirm it.
Are you sure this wasn't a QAnon meeting?
Right?
Because it sounds like QAnon.
Sounds like a
remember?
QAnon meeting, yeah.
Remember?
I don't Carl. All I heard was puff, puff, pass most of the night.
Okay. Remember,
It was a QAnon meeting.
remember Trump was running things from the basement, and Hillary Clinton was in prison, and Joe Biden was not in control. I'm like thinking, are you people nuts?
Joe Biden invited Super Mayor to the White House. They got videos of her at the White House.
Of course.
She spent almost $1 million going to Vegas with her whole staff in this South Chicago little township, Thornton Park or something, the township.
She spent how much on her staff?
Almost $1 million going to Vegas.
God, I wish I would have been on her staff.
Taking her staff to Vegas.
Right.
Okay.
Holy
How come I
shit!
didn't get in on
And there
any
was
of
a
this stuff?
there was a commissioner who
That's it.
wine.
I'm switching parties tomorrow. I'm becoming a
what I gotta
Democrat.
do?
he had some
They
wine.
have fun.
They were all drinking in Vegas on this trip, and the guy kind of had his way with one of the employees of the city.
Uh-oh.
And
Isn't that what you're supposed to do in those positions?
I thought what happened in Vegas.
I'm sure
stayed
there was
in
a
Vegas.
lot of different positions that night with this old
Oh
girl.
my God.
Yeah,
and-
there's a restraining order in your future. I'm telling you, Skillet.
And so he's out. He was immediately resigned, and so that's a lawsuit. She just leaves a trail of lawsuits, man.
Oh yeah. Apparently she owes back rent. Back
Yes.
Where
she
she
goes
gets
back
that.
You're taking $350,000 a year,
Yeah.
man.
And you're gonna let her anywhere near anything in this city.
Oh, I'm sure Fannie Willis was like, "Come on in, Garrel, I got you."
Oh, that's what gave her the idea was Fannie Willis. That's
Sure.
what gave her the idea to come to Georgia.
And I was wrong. James, empty pockets.
Yes.
What's my penalty? Because I was completely wrong. Stacey Abrams never got her hands on the $2 billion. She did get $20 million, some money.
Yep.
$20 million, which she gave to her sorority sister attorney to represent her.
So
And
what happened to the $2 billion?
She never got it.
You
she
mean
was
Biden
supposed to
reneged
get
on
it.
the deal?
She was supposed to get it, and so she's been using this $20 million with her girlfriend lawyer suing the government to get the $2 billion. But in the big beautiful bill was some language in there that said they got to claw it back. They got it clawed back before it was released to Stacey Abrams. So she's been suing for the $2 billion ever since. But it's funny how she had $20 million to park at an attorney's office.
And it's kind of crazy. So you're going to get free money from the government, and if they decide they can't afford to give it to you, now they're going to try to sue you to get it anyway.
Sue you to get it.
Yep.
I tell you, America.
America.
Right.
Did you see this lunatic?
Which one?
From
Now, you
Florida?
get very vague.
Oh,
Wait, hold on.
Florida, baby.
Did you
Come
see
on,
this
man.
lunatic from Florida? Let me pull
Oh,
it up
oh.
real quick.
Skillet?
This is Skillet's neighbor. I could be wrong.
Skillet's a crazy man at 5 o'clock in the morning, people.
I love it. I'm a
funny right
morning
now.
person.
Well, here we go.
Did you?
All right.
Oh, I got one even better than this.
Miss Mama.
Okay, guys. So I would like to start a new movement called See MAGA. MAGA. Because people like that.
We're gonna be getting a visit from the FBI.
Terror and aggression, not
This is-
logic.
This ain't news, so you probably hasn't. Or has she? She's been arrested.
Intelligence. It doesn't work for them. So fear works. So if we all get our
She needs a little super glue there to put those puppies back in place.
This Trump's administration is begging us to rise up and revolt. And you see somebody with a MAGA hat? Pew pew. That's what
Pew
we do.
pew.
That's the way. It's the only way.
Blink. You
You
gotta blink all the
pew
way.
at me,
honey.
you better not pew miss.
You gotta blink all the way.
Because if you miss going pew pew at me, I'm going pew 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 pew.
She might sleep with her eyes open.
Because they should know that real Americans are going to kill them.
Now apparently she's been arrested, right?
Absolute lunatic.
Yeah.
Lunatic.
No,
That-
there was a lady that just got arrested, and she has a funny eyebrow. She has she's had a stroke or something in her eyebrow. One eyebrow is down normal, and the other one's straight up. And she's this. Well, her picture has her picture has a bottle of booze in her hand, and she was the roommate of a veteran who hired her to stay at his house and take care of him. He was 74 years old. Yeah, it didn't last long, about a week. And she stabbed him to death and stole his car. Stabbed the veteran to death, stole his car, got arrested.
The federal jury finds her in Florida guilty of interstate threats
Pew,
for
pew, and
calling Trump supporters to be shot.
yeah, great.
You think, I mean, do these people,
She might be one of my neighbors.
do you think
Very
these people
liberal
like
neighborhood.
think before they do something like this? Or do you think that they're just like, you know what, nothing's going to happen to me. I can threaten just to have people shot and there's going to be no, because there hasn't been consequences for these people for the most part,
Yeah.
and that's the other thing that
Even Joe Biden
concerns
said,
me.
I want to smack their asses. I want to knock their asses off.
That's the creepiest thing I've ever heard Joe Biden say before. Besides, he likes little kids bouncing on his lap. That was pretty creepy too. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you hear about the college that supposedly certified Dr. Joe Biden? And
No, please share.
Somebody came out and said that she never finished the PhD course. She never finished her doctorate.
I thought she got like an honorary doctorate.
That's what I thought. She got an honorary doctorate.
Well, now it's an honorary doctorate.
Yeah.
Now it is.
She got
Well,
the
the
same
funny-
doctorate degree that Mike Tyson got. So if you
Isn't
want to
it
call
like-
Dr. Tyson, go right ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Didn't she
the
try-
funny thing is, legally,
Doc-
they even for an honorary doctorate, they are allowed to use that title.
Doctor, knock your fuck out.
Isn't she like supposedly tried to be a psychiatrist or something?
I don't know.
Like,
She's
I thought she
Who,
was
Dr.
a school
Jill?
teacher,
She
right?
was a
Wasn't-
teacher.
between
She was a
Ashley and
doctor.
Hunter.
Doctor
She
of
would have to
education.
have a psychology.
Yeah, she's a doctor of education,
Yeah.
which is pretty much a pointy-headed liberal retard.
We
That,
had one of them on
is-
our city commission, and he was drunk at every meeting.
That's got to be great. That's entertaining, though. You got to give it.
Yeah.
You know,
And
at least
I
if
can
you're
prove
going.
it. I can play back the old videos of when he talks at the city commission meeting. Listen to him talk. It was so hilarious to listen to him talk. And I thought there was something wrong with him. Like maybe he had had a stroke or something, right? And
Yeah, Skillet, if
one
you
of the
can find the lady with the crazy eyebrow, you can pull it up. You know how to do it. There's just that little screen. Look down at your dashboard at the bottom.
little TV
I got to
with
get
an
my
arrow.
dartboard
See the little
out of the
TV
way.
screen?
We play darts in the morning.
Yeah, and who's winning, baby?
You are, baby. You are.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You see there's a little like TV screen with an arrow
You know what my prize is?
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
If you click on that,
Yeah.
it'll allow you to share stuff on your screen. So you just pull up a different window and you can share it.
Oh, no.
Here, I
kidding.
got something to share.
No
I took a
kidding. You'll be
picture.
able to do this in the morning too.
Look, I took a picture just for Tyler.
Really?
Let me share,
See,
it with
I'm
you.
learning so much. I miss being on your show, Carl Killer. I really do.
Well,
Yep.
we're back. We're back. We just don't have as many viewers right now, but that's okay. We'll get there.
He's
we'll get there.
he's
Right?
jonesing for real
Yeah.
news because in the morning he wants to talk real news, and me and Tyler say fuck that. No such thing as real news at 5 a.m.
Fuck news.
I'm driving her
Dude.
crazy.
I can't do it, man. I tried, and it just beat the shit out of me. I just
Yeah.
could not. It's too
Yeah.
much.
So
It's
I'm
too much
winning
for
in
me.
the foul language contest,
If
and the prize is the kamikaze karaoke on Friday.
hey, Minnesota Patriot, how you doing, brother? Thanks for coming over to YouTube, and checking me out over here. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because YouTube used to be gay.
You know
Uh,
what? I gotta admit, like, Rumble left a really sour taste in my mouth. Just not getting back to me, taking my money. not getting back to me and just giving me vague messages. Now I'm trying to get verified on Getter. So once I get verified on Getter, we'll add that and go from there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll never go back. If they restore my channel, I'm just going to liquidate my money and then just let it hang there.
Sorry.
What it is. But
I
yeah.
don't know. I'd go in there long enough to tell you 40-some thousand followers where to follow you from somewhere else.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, I would obviously do that. The problem is that I've noticed, and I'm sure you probably noticed this too. People follow you, they'll watch a video, and then they don't tune in for your live stream. They don't tune in for they don't come back. I'm guilty of it. I do it. You know, I'll see something, I'll go, let me follow them, and then they never come back.
Well, they can't watch. Nobody can watch everything.
Yeah, I can't find it. But thanks for showing me where that goes.
Yeah. That, and then you can share, like, say you got a news story, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can pop it up on the screen, and that way everybody sees it while you're reading it or talking.
Unless you're working with my laptop, and then you're screwed. That ain't gonna happen.
What you need to do, Skillet, is you need to get two screens like me. Right.
Yeah.
So I have a monitor over here where I have us on, and then I have my laptop that has all my other stuff on it.
I'm way ahead of you.
Oh, look at that.
I got 1,
there you go.
2, 3 screens.
There you go. So stuff from your laptop, you can share that on that. There you go. Look at that.
Look away. Look. There was that porn address. I seen it in the corner of your one screen.
No, that was my first championship wrestling right there. And so all my buddies said, "Well, hell yeah, you were taller than all the other wrestlers. We were standing on boxes, right? Standing on boxes." Yeah, that was my first championship when I was in junior high, right there.
But
that was like back right after World War II was over with, right?
No.
So tell me about this Heather Hill, so I don't have to do too much research on.
What? Okay, so she's running for governor of Ohio, and she's a strong conservative individual. She believes that because they're trying to abolish property taxes in Ohio. She believes in that. She also believes that all these people that are here under TPS and the H-1B visas, she believes they all need to go home. She believes in, basically adding more funding for policing instead of reducing funding for policing. And she's got various, I talked to her for over an hour one night, and I like, man, there just ain't nothing this woman, everything that I have a good position that I think is good for me for Ohio.
You know, it's funny.
Town, I can't find nothing I disagree with her on.
You know, it's funny as you're saying that, I get a text. It's Vivek. God bless. God bless you.
From Vivek.
Will you give me one chance to earn your support?
That's because you're talking and your phone hears you.
Yeah, and please hear me out.
Click on this link. That's all AI.
Fucking hilarious,
it's
dude.
It's all AI.
I'm sitting here.
Well, here's the problem with Vivek, though, guys. He has been doing all these meetings behind closed doors with the Somalians, with the Haitians.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean,
sink it in my back deeper.
And then they come out, and then they all come out and endorsed him.
Oh,
yeah.
So that there, and then
you see right there.
He believes in the H-1B1 visa so hardly.
You better believe it,
because he says the Americans have been out of work so long that it would take them a minute to actually get it back into the swing of things and know what real work is.
We had COVID. COVID dumped us all out of work. I mean, it was horrible.
I'm going to tell you, that's the most insulting thing I've ever heard anybody say. You know, America, there's a reason people come to America because any foreign leader that needs heart surgery or any type of major surgery, where do you think they come?
Right here.
They come to America because we have the best doctors. Anybody that wants to be educated.
We have the best Indian doctors in the world.
Yeah, because they were all trained in America.
Right.
That's exactly why. Why does everybody want to come to college in America? because we have the best universities, we have the best education, we have the cutting. We're the cutting edge innovators of the world. The only thing that happened to America is we invent things, and then we ship them to China to have them make them, and we've become a country of consumers, right?
Yeah,
So we just consume things from China, and that's one of the things that obviously President Trump trying to stop, and he's trying to bring industry back. But for people to say, and that was one of the things that obviously President Trump kind of stuck his foot in his mouth a while back when he said that. Remember?
Yeah.
We need H-1B visas. We don't need them. Matter of fact, I think we should eliminate all immigration. I think we should
For 10
eliminate.
years.
Yep.
I think we
10
should
years.
kick them bastards out of here. That's what I think.
Damn
I
straight.
start saying that. Hey, since they're closing all these elementary schools, take those school buses and start rolling them to Juarez, Mexico, baby. That's right. One way.
You'll
I
have
tell
to.
you what, if
dude,
you want to see a mass exodus, unload about 150 school buses in Juarez, and when they call home and go, "You don't want to do this,"
yeah.
everybody will
Best
go home.
donkey show I ever seen was in Juarez.
I'm sure
No,
it was.
No, you got to go to Tijuana.
There was
I'll
that
tell you
time.
what.
There was
The
that time.
cheeky
in-
mamas for those
You
cheeky
would have
mamas.
to,
in college, man. There was that time in college. You know,
To get
just-
them off the bus, Skillet, you would need somebody on the back of the bus with a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you pull up the Juarez, they're going to be like, yeah, we're not getting out of the bus.
they're gonna
We're not
say,
getting
You'd see
out of the bus.
you'd
No
see
way.
the flames shoot out
Screw
through the
you,
little
dude.
school windows, you know.
they're gonna look at each other and say, "Hey, this ain't California."
You have to light them up.
They
You'll
done
have to
did us
light 'em
wrong.
up and
This
get 'em
ain't
out of the
That would
California
be
at
the
all.
best video ever.
Just have to little.
Open up
Whoa.
the door, get out.
Is that hair I smell burning?
We are so mean. We are.
Well,
so
I mean, it's true. Listen,
See this about 83-year-old lady with
No,
a bottle
I'm
on her back.
enjoying it. I'm just saying.
I gotta be honest, and you know it can sound cruel, but I don't really care.
I don't either.
I
That's what
want
I'm
the
saying.
goddamn kids out of here. I want the elderly immigrants out of here. I want all of them out. Listen, if you came into my country illegally, yeah, you broke the
Hey,
law.
Carl, it's our country, not your
Yeah,
country. It's
listen,
our
we
country.
got a
Our
little
country.
war. We're gonna have
We're
our own.
in
Hey, I
this
say the
together.
same thing. Get out of my country.
We're in this
we
together.
got a little war going on. Young families that have a kid get $9,000 back from the government, right? They for their income tax, right? Minimum return.
That's some bullshit right there.
Okay, you ready?
Earned
Yeah,
income
I'm
tax
ready.
credits.
The big beautiful bill eliminates that for foreigners. So when they might have gotten that for the last 3 or 4 years, $9,000, $10,000 back, they get zero, and they like we're going to get a big return because of the big beautiful bill. They're getting zero. Put your head on a swivel. I'm telling you right now, heads on swivels
Well, and you know
because
what?
they want that free money.
Of course they do. Of course, that's why they came here. They were promised that free money.
Free
That's
money,
why-
baby.
Yep.
That's why when the government shut down and everybody was having a conniption, they weren't going to get their SNAP, and they weren't going to get this, and they weren't going to get that. Right?
Snap.
Snaps. You had
You
the
know-
EBT queens like flipping out, talking about, I'm going to go into Walmart. I'm just going to take whatever I want. I'm eating steak tonight, baby. And it's like you're
Very nice.
announcing it on social media. And what did I say? None of this shit's going to happen.
And you all go to work and pay your taxes so you can pay for my shit.
Yeah, right.
You
Yeah,
see,
remember the
my
Somalian?
head's not on a swivel. I'm one of those bobbleheads.
My head's not on a swivel, but I can tell you my gun is.
Well,
So-
right.
Hey, I don't drive around in a fancy car, sports car. I drive a used pickup truck with roof rack, and then my other pickup truck is even older than my pickup truck, and nobody messes me when I'm driving around in that POS. I'll tell you that right now.
Well,
But
no,
the air
it's,
works.
it's
Yeah.
funny because my work van is out on the street, and it's a big old F 250, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big old piece of crap van, right? And
If it's a van, Carl, it's an E250. Let's get it right.
E250, sorry. E250, you're right. Big old
Man.
E250 with the big
Lord.
old metal bumpers, you know. And I'll have these little Hondas like park up against my bumper and park me in the morning. And I'm like thinking like, you think that I give a shit if I hit your fucking car? Or you got to be dumb to park my van in because I'm just going to back right into you. And
You
I
did
do
it
it.
in my BMW, man.
Yeah, I do it. And I always take a picture. I take a picture just in case. And I show how close front and back I was parked in case they call the cops or anything. I'll say, well, I got to leave. I don't know whose
I
car this
wouldn't
is.
say nothing like that. I'd say Rubbin's Racing and then walk off.
No, but I mean, I could have bought anything I wanted. I have self-preservation. I bought 2 used old pickup trucks. Nobody's
Yeah.
going to mess with me.
Hey, you sound humble at the same time bragging. You are really good at that. That is awesome. No, you know, it's like I live in a crazy area, but I live in Florida. See, it's like you work it in there. You're good. You're very good at this.
There's no brim fishing off my yacht, James. I'm telling you, right?
That's what I'm saying. You know, and I ain't hating. I just want to get invited to the damn yacht. Jeez.
You pull up a catfish on my and muddy up my railing, you're cleaning the whole boat, Betty. You're cleaning the whole thing.
I'm not going to fish. I'm just going to drink.
Oh my God. James is going to get seasick
Why
and
not?
vomit all over your fucking.
I will say this though, it's nice being retired. I went down to Dive Direct in Orlando, big scuba place, and I had a Juki 50-foot hose. I had a spare
Regulator.
on it, and I needed to hook it up to the hookup for the tank. And I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very tired. I just want to clean the bottom of my boat. Can you hook me up? And I said, I'll pay the minimum labor, whatever you need. And the guy goes, yeah, I need a crescent wrench. And he did it for me right there. Hooked it all up. Have a nice day. You don't owe me nothing. You know, we'll see you later.
There you go.
That's nice. That's Orlando nice right there, you know?
Now, you know what? For the most part, most people are generally nice people. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Like your average 9-to-5 Joe who's just trying to get through life, has kids and a wife. I mean, the average person's pretty nice. I used to be a lot nicer. As I've gotten older, I'm more of a prick. I used to be that guy that would stop and help everybody on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's not that it's just...
Oh.
I've learned in life, you got to be careful who you help.
I pull over and just give them advice. I'll say, hey, you got I say, hey, you got AAA? Nope. Well, you need to get it for the next time.
Listen, I used to
drive off.
When I would have to leave Orlando to
That's
go
the
to
most
Lauderdale
dick move ever.
when I would.
Hey, you got a phone? No,
Yeah,
you should probably get one because this is going to happen again.
Yeah.
Right.
Got AAA? You should.
You
Yeah,
should.
right.
That's what I'm saying. You at least get it for the next time.
Hey, you
Have a
got a
nice
jack
day.
in the back? No, you should
You
probably
need to
always
get
have a
one.
jack in a spare tire.
No, he said his name was Bob, not Jack.
No. I mean, you used to. I mean, I pulled over and changed people's tires before on 95, 75, coming back from school, whatever. You know,
Yeah,
they
yeah, I used
they
to
need
do it.
help. Can't do it.
My wife
You
used to
can't
get
take a risk.
annoyed with me. She'd be like, "You don't have to stop and help everybody."
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? One day I woke up and I'm like, you know what? You're right. You're right.
throw a bottle of water at them.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this. Whenever I've had a flat or whatever, I've never had anybody ever stop and
no.
ask if I needed help.
Well, it's because I
Okay.
don't live in Ohio, James. If I did, I would have stopped and offered to help
But
you.
you see
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm saying? I mean,
We would have been
I'm like-
lifelong
I'm-
friends.
In
Years-
reality, Carl, I'm like you. If I see somebody on the side of the road, if you know, I'll pull over and see if I can do something for
Yeah.
them. Right? But
I feel
you know,
bad.
then-
Especially
but then
if
I
it's
got
like
it.
a
I got
kid.
to saying my advice is more valuable than my helping them with my hands.
Yeah.
It's like, here's my advice: get AAA. See ya.
a number of years back, I was sitting on the side of the road with a car on fire, and nobody stopped to even ask, "Hey, you okay?"
Well, they sing outside the car, and they go,
I did stop for a car fire because I like using the fire extinguisher. I was like, wow, this is great. I'm good at this, you know.
Yeah, and then you look at them and say that's $29.50 for the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, right. You know, these things aren't cheap. You want me to put your car out, or you want
thousands of dollars? Your car ain't burning down now. I say $1,000, $29.50. Please.
It was out of date. I didn't care. I love using my fire extinguisher.
Now, anybody in Skillet's neighborhood, if your house catches on fire, well, you just point fingers at Skillet.
Hey, listen.
He wants to break out his fire extinguisher.
Okay.
Oh, your shed's on fire.
Hey, when I would when my extinguishers are out of date, I would take the girls, my daughters out, light a trash can on fire, and say, "Put it out with this," so they know how to use it. Okay, guys,
Hit it at the base of the fire. Hit it at the base of the fire.
Yep. That's how to
I
use
can just see you
fire
saying, somebody saying, "My wife is hot. Is she about to ignite? I got a fire extinguisher."
Just throw a couple M100s in it.
Oh my god!
No, I'm serious. The explosion takes up all the oxygen and puts fire.
Sucks it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the guy that blows up a big truck tire with that. Yeah.
Oh, I've done that.
Everybody's done that.
Spray a little ether in there.
Yeah, and just torch
Light it up.
There you
Then
go.
all of a sudden, you got no eyebrows.
the bead.
What the hell just happened? I got no eyebrows.
Well, that's what happened to me. I was putting a tire on. I sprayed a little ether in there and lit it, and well, no eyebrows, no hair. It's all gone.
I'm sorry, Carl.
Never grew back. I don't know what
Carl,
happened.
I love your new studio. I like your new web.
Yeah, the new look.
Podcast.
The new look is weird.
It's.
What I mean,
I like it.
I mean, you have a strange looking chat room. I mean, it's just weird looking to me. Everyone. Well,
I gotta tell you,
you know what it is? It's not you. It's me. It's my laptop. Everything's just super small.
I gotta tell you, I like Restream. You know what? It's great because when I'm done, I can chop everything up. It does it for me. Just chops it up into shorts and clips and stuff and post it for me. I don't really have to do too much.
How does it know which pertinent sections of the video to make a short out of?
I don't know. AI?
Really?
It does it. Yeah, it just does it for you.
Basically, most of your shorts is going to involve me and you saying bullshit.
Probably.
Right.
Probably.
That's one.
It just chops it up. It's cool as hell.
You'll get like these where you now notice when Tyler does that on the Panic and Rehab, there'll be like 1,500, 1,800 views on his shorts.
Yeah, he's got I think it's because he's got Instagram and stuff too, so it kind of, I feel like it plays into it somehow.
I got to figure out how to do my Instagram. I have an account for Instagram, but I don't really know what I mean, I posted like some pictures, but that's about all I know how to use on it.
We talked about a drone attack and how the commander tricked Iran into flying all their drones at a battle group with an aircraft carrier. And it was genius, because they only sent over a few. And when they realized, the Iranians realized that we were using conventional weapons, they said, "Oh, we can overwhelm them." So they sent all of them. And then we pulled out the secret weapon that fried the terminals in the drones and dropped them. And I got that information from national news. That was not secret. No, I had no
I got
idea.
it at Jew meeting. I was at.
We're back to the Jews.
Secret weapon.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
y'all don't get invited to those meetings. I'm surprised.
Loose lips sink ships, right? World War II. So
blame all the Jews for everything.
So that was made into a shorty, and Tyler said that it had 200,000 hits. 200,000 hits.
Yeah. I've seen his regular ones, and they're always 1,500, 1,800 hits.
Yeah. So that was good. I got a lot of hate mail. I got a lot of hate mail on that saying, "Don't talk about our weapons at all."
Oh. Why do
what they're saying that we're using
directly what
we're using Space Force in this Iranian epic fury, and Space Force. That's what's going to be interesting in about 30 years to read about what was going on, because that's new.
You know, we
That's
didn't
some
really
new
need
stuff.
to do nothing in Iran. We just wanted to test out all of our new shit. We didn't know who to test it on.
There you
Could
go.
have,
Hey,
could have picked a
hey,
I
better
mean, we
country.
did
What-
Venezuela, but we can only do
Why
so much
not?
in Venezuela.
We
Why
could-
not test?
You know-
Why not test your stuff out on on the country that everybody hates? I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah,
The thing is let's be honest. Everybody knew that Iran was a paper tiger. They weren't going to ever use a nuclear weapon
You don't know.
on anybody. Now, you want to know why? You want to know why countries have nuclear weapons, Skillet? Why do countries have nuclear weapons?
deterrent.
Yeah, to
Well, that's
stop
why-
regime
that's why
change.
superpowers.
To stop regime change.
Yeah.
Because
Deterrent.
Well-
if China didn't have one, don't you think we'd be doing that to them? If
Well,
Russia didn't have one, don't you think we'd be doing that to them?
The
Of course.
dumbest thing a dumb president ever did, Obama, other than spend $800 million on that trash can in South Chicago.
Oh,
is
that's not the dumbest thing, but go ahead.
he took all the aircraft carriers on the East Coast and put them into Norfolk. So instead of spreading them out, we had one in Jacksonville. Instead of spreading out the battle groups,
Mayport. Yeah.
he put them all into Norfolk, and one dirty bomb would have taken out
Take
half,
them out.
taken
Yeah.
all of our half of our
kind of like
fleet out.
the old Ayatollah and the top 40 of his Iranian guard, all in one place having a meeting above ground. It's
Yeah,
kind of
that
like
was-
that kind of deal, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
that
about,
was
hey,
exactly
you know
that
what?
kind of deal.
So the Vegas odds, right? They were betting on the new Ayatollah, the son,
Short time,
whether
short
he was
time.
going to last days or weeks. They didn't put into account that he could have just got wounded. So it screwed all the betting averages up in Vegas.
Short time.
They like, he survived? What?
Look,
He just
Here-
got
Damn
wounded?
it.
this is exactly what he did when they voted him in. You're the new supreme leader.
Hell no. No.
Well, think about it though.
Me?
Think about it though. He's the perfect choice. Think about it.
Me?
I'm a
He's the
spit
perfect-
on Allah.
he's the
I'm
perfect
spit
choice.
right now.
I haven't
Look,
even
America,
gone to all my
America,
family's
I'm on Allah.
funerals yet. Me? No.
Right.
No.
Well, he's the perfect choice. He just lost his entire family. So if he ain't worried about it if he gets killed.
That just means all that money's his. now.
family.
That just means all that money's his. That's what I say.
He's
He's
the
got all that
perfect
money now in
choice.
the world, and then he's like, "You want me to be? Oh, you're gonna put a target on my back now that I just made all this? I got all this
I
money.
can't
from all
even
this
enjoy it.
inheritance? You crazy? You all crazy? These
Oh.
Allah loving motherfuckers.
How much booze did he order that first day, man?
Oh,
Just
my
bring it
God.
in. Let's go.
Oh,
Back the truck up. Well, Carl, thank you for having me.
That's
Thank you
haram.
for having me on. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Oh, we're
missed
gonna
you
go
guys.
we're going back to normal schedule.
I sent you an email and didn't. I sent you a text and didn't realize that all you guys are copied in on. I was like, "Hey, Carl, come on, what's going on, man? Because I'm bored to death. I mean, I miss you. You know, my brother from
I just
another
wanted
mother.
to. I was trying to get everything figured out before I just wanted to go back into a rhythm because I wanted to get this figured out. I wanted to make sure all the platforms are streaming right. And once I got it figured out, I'm like, all right, let's just launch it and just go full bore back to what it was. So,
Hey, I don't have a rhythm, Carl. I have a bunch of hiccups.
You had excellent. Empty Pockets Garage had excellent report and a podcast on budgets for his city, and then he back to back right into the missing person thing, and that was awesome. So it was
absolutely
fantastic,
cool.
excellent,
Very cool,
excellent stuff.
Very cool.
I appreciate
All
that.
right, so we'll be back here tomorrow, 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching it on a replay, which would be awesome, you can catch us live 8:00 Eastern Standard Time every weeknight except for Sunday night and Monday night. Why? Because, well, I need time to relax.
And Friday.
And Fridays, yes, and Fridays. So no Fridays, but you got us the rest of the week. You'll have us tomorrow. We'll have Jacob on, and it'll be Skillet and anybody else that wants to come on. So Larry, if you want to come on, you can come on too. No worries.
We love Jacob.
And
He's a good man.
Yeah, Jacob's hilarious. And
Smart, a lot smarter than me.
Plus, I see he acts like he don't get my jokes, but I see him grinning.
Oh, he's laughing his
Oh, yeah,
ass off.
He don't
Everybody
ever
gets
laugh
your
because
joke.
he
If
gets
you
that little
watch him,
side. He
if
gets that
you watch
sideways
him, he
grin
gets that little
going.
half smile. You
Yeah,
know?
he gets that little
James,
grin going
you're
on.
the uncle that everybody shows up early on Thanksgiving just to hang out with you. I mean, they're like, hey, they're like, where are you going? We're going over to Grandma, man. James gonna be there. Let's go.
But
Let's
no,
go. Let's
yeah,
get in the car. We're going.
Don't loan him no money. Let's
No,
go hang out with him.
sorry.
It all goes to hookers and booze now.
That's right. Yeah.
Hookers and booze, that's
Gotta have
right,
some
baby.
stories. Gotta have some
Hey, that's right.
stories.
The stories are gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
All
Gotta
right,
tell us how
well,
metric was
Like
invented
that one
just to
kid.
sell
What
more
you gonna do
tools.
now?
Yeah.
You know, cocaine and hookers, man. Oh.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, that's right. It's all good.
All right, guys, we're going to call it a wrap for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Timmy. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on with me. And we're going to keep it going. And we're going to build it back up, baby.
Build
so
it back up.
tear it down, and then we'll build it back up
It's
again.
a challenge. It's just
That's
a challenge.
right.
I love it.
Everybody
I
gets knocked down and counts on your character whether you get back up or not.
What's that? Was that an English song? We get knocked down, but we get up again.
That's right. That's right. It's Irish, actually.
Oh,
But it's okay.
even worse.
You-
Hey. Come on, I'm an Irishman here. We got
Right?
St.
Me
Patty's
too.
Day coming up, brother.
Saint
Well,
Patty.
Yep.
As far as they know, while I'm in them meetings, I'm Jew.
What's that one national holiday where the milkmaid kicked over the milking and they went on strike or something? That's like a big day over there.
What holiday is that?
Something about milkmaids going on strike over there, man. Something.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know.
I never heard that one
I
before.
missed National Mario Day.
Yeah. And it was
Or
Tool
no.
Day today. National Tool Day.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Snap on. I got
All
a
Did you
tongue
say
lash.
strap on or
No,
snap on?
snap on.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're interchangeable, Carl. That's all. I'm saying.
Yeah. Metric. Always
You
go with
put
the
that
metric.
baby
Gives
on
you a
a
little
swivel.
extra, a little
Put that on a
extra
swivel
twist.
and turn that damn thing on and watch her go crazy.
Whoa. Plug in the metric, baby.
All right, guys.
You
That's
stop
it.
just before she starts bleeding. You're good.
Yeah.
Oh my. What are you on
Now,
Zorro
You
Ranch?
got to oil it up real good. You got to
You're on
oil it up
Zorro Ranch?
first. That's right.
Hey, they're starting to excavate Zorro Ranch.
Yeah.
Who knows what they'll find?
Here's something. I don't want to research it.
You
But
have to.
They were talking about where they had parties where they actually ate
Oh, you're just now finding out about that?
Human parts.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Friday night, I am interviewing Michelle Brewer at 6 o'clock on Friday, and she is a sex child trafficking advocate. And we're going to be talking about the Epstein files. And I was going over them, and I've got stuff pulled up to talk about
Wait.
Friday, all the way as young as 2-year-olds.
She advocates for that.
She's an advocate against it.
advocate. Yeah.
Activist against it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, and it's
You know
sad.
what? Skillet, look up the spiritual chef.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
and
go ahead.
they would
look
have
her up.
and they would have these weird parties and partake
Spiritual
in this kind of
chef.
stuff.
Yeah.
And they're
Look up.
talking like,
I
they're-
tried to
they-
get-
Cannibal
I
and
tried to
cook.
get in. I tried to
These
get.
are-
I tried to get in P Diddy's white party, but they told me I was too wild.
these are A-listers too.
Yeah.
A-listers.
I think it
Look
was
up Cannibal and Cook in New York City.
Pink went
I'm
out
an
to
L-lister.
yeah, I think like Pink or Lady Gaga, one of them, went out to her ranch and spent like a month there, just in isolation with her and I think it might have been Lady Gaga, and just went there and God knows what the fuck they did, but I'm sure they were eating people, because if you look up some of the food art, they call it food art, but it's like human bodies and there's like dipping sauces in the cavity. It's disgusting, man. I don't,
Disgusting.
but hey, man, to each his own.
All right.
Sounds like something I'd be interested in.
There you go.
Yeah. Well,
Is that a penis pie?
if I get amputated or anything on me, I'll send you a foot. There you
Oh
go,
my
for Christmas.
god!
Yeah,
Oh,
Andrew,
fucking-
Andrew Zimmern,
bag of ice on it.
the famous chef on Food Network.
Yeah.
You know of him. his favorite food of all time is penis. Doesn't matter what animal it comes from. That's his favorite food.
Well,
You
you
know,
know, he told a
I took the wrong
story.
turn and I got out of there with most of my body.
He told a story that he was a hardcore drug addict, and he said his lowest point was he was at a club, and he gave a dude a hand job for money.
Great.
And I'm thinking,
Now-
was it a hand job or was it something else, Zimmerman?
Right.
And that's what he said. That's what like woke him up. He's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I thought he was gay, to be honest with you, until I
Well-
found out he was married. Well,
Yeah.
I guess you could still be gay. Look
Well,
at Tyler. You can still be gay and married.
The thing is that's what they think. They think this ain't gay, but $20 is $20.
That's gay. Well, and that's the thing. He's like, I did this just to get high, and he's like that was my lowest point.
Yeah, that's a
And
low
I'm like,
point.
holy shit, that's a fucking low point.
That's a low
That's
point.
like,
low.
Right.
Yeah.
That's low.
That's
yeah.
I don't know of any worse job other than that or waxing buttholes. I don't know which would be. the
Well, I don't
worst.
know. What do you do with that nipple butter?
Right.
No, I got
What?
I
got-
Who has a
I got
job
bloody
waxing
bloody
buttholes?
I got bloody knuckles. There you go, bloody knuckles. Took
Bloody
a piece
knuckles.
of nipple butter.
There you go. All right, that's it. I'm
Well,
done.
how do you get the bloody knuckles? You know.
No, man, I get my hands dry out from all the work I've been doing, and it is.
He's been
it
working
is a
hard,
scar.
man. He's been working
The
hard.
glory hole. The glory hole is too close to the 2x4 in the wall. That's what happened.
Right.
There were
I don't
nails.
even. I don't
There were
even know
nails
what that
sticking
is.
out.
You don't
Well,
even
you're
know
gonna
what
have to look it up, Skillet.
Look it
I'll
up.
have to look
Skillet.
that one up.
Look it up. And don't hate me.
Oh, all right. I'm out. I'm done. All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget about the Killer Carl radio show that broadcasts on all John Fredericks radio networks. And even on this, I broadcast it on this on the YouTube channel here. So there you go. And and on the Facebook. So you'll be able to check me out on there.
Yep.
All right, guys. Good night. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Y'all have a